In the land of origin, by the purple jade lake, numerous high-level primordial creatures arrived here one after another. Thousands of high-level primordial creatures gathered together and began to chat familiarly. I've heard that this Taoist Luo Feng is a half-primordial fusion Tao cultivator. Is there any doubt about it? He's currently residing at the peak of the mountain on Primordial Island, witnessed by countless cultivators on the island. You all need not worry, my avatar has already descended to the dark sacred realm and captured the scenes where Taoist Luo Feng battled a primordial prisoner. Even without breaking out of the braided cage, Luo Feng already possesses strength beyond imagination. Oh, could you provide me a copy of the scenes where he battled the primordial prisoner? These high-level primordial creatures were quite concerned with Luo Feng's potential. This powerful without breaking out of the braided cage. It's truly incredible. 1 tells 10, 10 tells 100. With the spread of the battle footage of Luo Feng and the lava prisoner, any lingering unease had now settled. From now on, we will just calmly follow Taoist brother Luo Feng. Taoist brother Luo Feng's talent guarantees his achievement of becoming a world-level primordial. The high-level primordial creatures of our Dark World group will have good days ahead. These high-level primordial creatures were somewhat elated, and the more they learned about Luo Feng, the more they realized the support they were about to embrace was indeed substantial. In a picturesque, expansive cave mansion in the land of origin, a colossal figure coiled within was sleeping, its entire surface covered with deep purple scales. On closer inspection, each scale was crystalline and semi-transparent, hosting vast spaces naturally within, with endless, fiery power contained in each scale space. Brother Juhuo, a figure of a woman clad in a green robe, flew unimpeded into the cave mansion. What is it? The colossal figure slowly opened its eyes, its pupils containing countless fiery stars experiencing life and death. He normally maintained a bloodline form to better delve into the potential of his bloodline. Brother Juhuo, are you unaware that you have tens of thousands of high-level primordial creatures under your command planning to pledge allegiance to a new cultivator? The woman in green quickly said, they're all high-level primordial creatures from the Dark World group. More than 10,000 high-level primordial creatures, except for Chonlang Ke. All of them have gone over. The woman in green was quite indignant, continuing, Brother Juhuo, they are your subordinates. They haven't reported this to you. They've collectively gone to pay respects to Taoist Luo Feng, which is somewhat excessive. I think they should be properly reprimanded. The colossal figure smiled slightly. Cheng has already reported to me, and I have permitted them. You've allowed this. The woman couldn't help but say, Brother Juhuo, Taoist Luo Feng indeed has extraordinary potential. But as a fusion Taoist cultivator ... becoming a world-level primordial life form necessitates sufficient time. Once Luo Feng breaks through, their visit would be considered proper. But now, before Luo Feng has broken out of the braided cage, they are immediately pledging allegiance, which warrants a reprimand. Without rules, how would Brother Juhuo manage tens of thousands of high-level primordial creatures and billions of innate primordial life forms? She has pledged allegiance before breaking out of the braided cage, charmed by her brother's deep bond, so naturally, she stands by her brother's side. The brother, at the world-level primordial life stage, had cultivated to a late phase with considerable accumulation, overseeing over 100 world groups with the favor of Lord Yuan. More than 60,000 high-level primordial creatures and over 3 billion subordinate innate high-level primordial life forms all followed his command. The 7 lords are high above. The genuine affairs of the cultivator camp are mostly handled by 237 world-level primordials, each wielding immense power. Take a look at this footage. Juhuo smiled and passed the footage to the woman in green. The woman was taken aback upon viewing the footage. The Dark World group is one of the 100 world groups I oversee. When Taoist Luo Feng broke through, I was the first to get the news. Upon investigation, Qizhe, Gaifeya, they also submitted some intelligence regarding Taoist Luo Feng to me, including this battle footage. Juhuo looked at the woman in green. Taoist Luo Feng will certainly become a world-level primordial. Furthermore, it's estimated it won't take very long. By then, the Dark World group, as his hometown, will undoubtedly fall under his rule. Juhuo smiled. Let him save some face now. The woman, having viewed the footage, was also stirred. Can one be this strong without breaking out of the braided cage? The woman couldn't help but say, I haven't seen anything like it. Juhuo gently shook his head. Nearly 100 fusion Dao cultivators have appeared in the history of the cultivator camp, but such strength without breaking out of the braided cage, I've never heard of. The woman in green also felt pressured. What terror waiting within the future, without breaking out of the cage, so terrifying now. No wonder Juhuo, with his pride, saved face like this. You said all the over 10,000 high-level primordials of the Dark World group went except Chunlanke? Juhuo inquired. Yes, I'm sure. The woman nodded. As the first major general under Juhuo, by slightly investigating, those high-level primordial creatures wouldn't dare to deceive. He dares not to go. Juhuo showed a tinge of curiosity, his enormous eyes shimmering with a peculiar light. Interesting. In the quiet room of Chunlanke's cave mansion in the land of origin, the silver-haired, three-eyed man Chunlanke watched the vast world-level primordial bloodline phantom before him, observing the myriad mysterious secret patterns within. Without breaking out of the cage, they've all gone to collectively pay respects. Chunlanke gazed at the primordial bloodline phantom before him. Do they all believe that the Dark World group will belong to this Luo Feng in the future? Wrong. The Dark World group will belong to me. Heavenly Wolfguest's eyes burned with intensity. Back then, before jumping out of the braided cage, he could comprehend 4 to 5/10 of the high-level primordial bloodline. Later, his spiritual will first jumped out of the braided cage and was personally guided by Senior Yuan. After arriving at the primordial island in the land of origin, with more resources, he quickly comprehended over 7/10 of the high-level primordial bloodline. At that time, he felt the world-level primordial bloodline was too difficult, so he didn't hesitate to rely on the high-level primordial bloodline to jump out of the braided cage. Because he comprehended over 7/10, he soon reached the level of perfection of high-level primordial life. He spent the long years following in comprehending the world-level primordial bloodline. With the thought speed, comprehension, and observational power of high-level primordial life, the difficulty of comprehending the world-level primordial bloodline was greatly reduced. I've already comprehended 6/10 and 8/10 of the world-level primordial bloodline. The 7th tenth is not far off. If I wish, I can now refine the world-level primordial bloodline into my body, spending some time, and can also break through to world-level primordial. Heavenly Wolfguest was very confident. According to the experiences of the seniors, if a primordial bloodline is comprehended to 7/10, then refining it into the body can directly break through, even reducing memory pollution and will pollution. If comprehended to 5/10, refining it into the body, spending time to dig potential, it can also be achieved. He now reached 6/10 and 8/10, perhaps once refined, can become world-class. Because the so-called 7/10 comprehension is the requirement for certain breakthrough. A little lower actually doesn't pose much of a problem. Exchange for a piece of auxiliary treasure, give it a go, reach 7/10, and then breakthrough. Heavenly Wolfguest thought, if I become world-level primordial first, the Dark World group will also belong to me, then the tens of thousands of high-level primordial lives will become my subordinates, right? Heavenly Wolfguest laughed and then thought no more. A fusion Dao cultivator. Haven't even jumped out of the braided cage. How qualified to make him submit? He himself is about to become a member of world-level primordial. This Luo Feng will be at the same level with him in the future. Luo Feng sent an avatar away from Primordial Island and came to the Purple Jade Lake in the land of origin, the agreed meeting place. So many high-level primordial lives. Although Luo Feng knew that over 10,000 high-level primordial lives would visit him, seeing such a bustling group collectively appearing, he still felt a bit stirred. Here he comes. Taoist Luo Feng has arrived. The originally chatting tens of thousands of high-level primordial lives instantly quieted down, turning their heads in unison to face Luo Feng's direction, each with a slight smile and slightly humble demeanor. Luo Feng flew down amidst the gazes of all. A slender old man with a sharp chin and narrow cheeks was the first to welcome him. Greetings, Taoist Luo Feng. The slender old man took the initiative to salute first, followed by tens of thousands of high-level primordial lives saluting in unison, all saying, Greetings, Taoist Luo Feng. I haven't jumped out of the braided cage yet, so I'm not worthy to be called Taoist brother. Luo Feng smiled. Let's simply refer to each other as Taoist friend. Cannot be. The slender old man said promptly. World-level primordial is within reach for Taoist brother Luo Feng. Naturally should be considered our senior. Taoist brother hasn't jumped out of the braided cage yet and is still willing to see us, is our privilege. For our Dark World group to produce Taoist brother Luo Feng is the honor of the entire Dark World group, and it is our honor. This group of high-level primordial lives, facing Luo Feng, were all very humble. They can, with one avatar, manage a group of submissive innate primordial lives. Their avatar can also become the ancestral god of a giant world, with their bloodline able to proliferate many creatures within the world. Their avatar can assume the responsibility of garrisoning the core holy realm of a group of worlds. Yet facing Luo Feng, each was respectful and humble, because the more one cultivates, the more they understand the vast gap between high-level primordial life and world-level primordial. Taoist Chuan. Luo Feng looked at the slender old man, who was the first to contact him. Our Dark World group has birthed 13,922 high-level primordial lives. A little fewer when counting the living. There are 12,883. The slender old man realized the issue and immediately said, 12,880 to attend today. Only one named Heavenly Wolf guest hasn't come. Luo Feng swept his gaze briefly and confirmed the amount. Indeed, only one was missing. Missing one. If thousands of high-level primordial lives hadn't come, Luo Feng wouldn't have been surprised. He hasn't jumped out of the braided cage and doesn't need all of them to pay him a visit. But only one missing. Now that was intriguing. Among our tens of thousands of high-level primordial lives in the Dark World group, the most gifted is this Heavenly Wolf guest. The slender old man smiled. The rest of us high-level primordial lives have all dug into our bloodline potential to jump out of the braided cage. Only he comprehended more than 7/10 of the high-level primordial bloodline to jump out of the braided cage. Luo Feng understood. He also knew that among high-level primordial lives, those who rely on bloodline comprehension to jump out of the braided cage are 1 in 10,000. Historically, within the Dark World group, only Heavenly Wolf guest emerged this way. Heavenly Wolf guest indeed has a lot of talent.